Hello everyone. I Doordarshan Manipur puthokchaba Learning English Grammar gi anoba episode ta mayam pumnamakpu amuka taramna okchari. Aikoi ngasidi rules to use apostrophe. Koi apostrophe s sizinaba sigi matangda koi mayam nainaminagani. Akoi we are still on noun. Akoi noun gi makal mathen amasung noun da koi apostrophe s tapagi matangdani koi nainagadorse. We are still on noun the koi mem nainari. So I'll be talking today about some important rules about using apostrophe s to express ownership. Akoina khange apostrophe s kaino haibasi ado I explain kitang tawjage. Aikoi gi noun amana haibadi koi gi subject amana karigumba mo ownership kanoma own to wa possess to wasi express to nanaba sizinaba adubune apostrophe haisiko. Apostrophe haibasi koi gi kano koma machaduni aduga adi matungda s ama hapaduni ko apostrophe haise. Aduna we will see rules of using apostrophe s to express ownership or possession. Ko number one rule si ko aikoi when a living thing owns or possess something ko use apostrophe s ko aikoi na living thing amana ko misak amoy bi natrakan any living thing amana kanoma own to matamda maki potsak ama magi oiba matamda haibe apostrophe s is sizinai ko aduna the form of a noun showing possession is called possessive form haina koi. For example, this is Mr. Tomba's hat ko masi tombagi tupi ni ko this is Mr. Tomba's hat ko tomba gi matungda apostrophe s hape ko aduna masi koina living thing ko living thing or any living thing na kanom on to matamda aikoi apostrophe s hape ko. Number two rule da but when the non-living thing owns or possess something ko we use of instead of apostrophe s. Apostrophe s sizinabay muhutta akoi of haibo haisi akoi sizinay kudamo na haibada non-living thing gisu mana non-living thing na on to bopot mayam lay kudamo na haibada kolom gi makum haisi kolom gi makum kolom misi makum si kay gino kana gino hai kanda kolom gi makum ni hai aduna si kolom gi makum sizinar kumatam kolom sin non-living thing ni aduna non-living thing ni na we cannot use apostrophe s with a non-living thing. Aduna madugi do akoina example oina haribada kamain haigani haikanda the cap of the pen haigani ko the pen's cap hai targadi that's wrong grammatically. Why maramdi kino haikan state the apostrophe s non-living thing ga sizinabiyadi ko aduna instead of saying pen's cap the pen's cap is blue in color haibudi the cap of the pen is blue in color haigadu ko aduna non-living thing da koi apostrophe s sizinabiyade adubu living thing living being khatak da sizinaganding sai Mr. Tomba's hat haije Tombasi living being ni misak amane aduna mahaki damaktadi apostrophe s sizinagani whereas pen gi damaktadi pen is not a living thing it's a non-living thing aduna non-living thing ni na kai haigani hai kan state da masi the caps the pen's cap haibasi langani adi mutta kai haigani the cap of the pen haigani ko adi topa example kharaga ai panjage the hands of the clock haigani ko the clock's hand haibi aroi ko koigi ghari da magi minute ki koigi magi kanodo adudune in size hands of the clock haise not the clock's hand ko the clock's hand haibje hoi koigi kanoda saireng da adigi koigi kanoda sizinaramba yai, but in the grammatical gi oiba grammatically yengpa matamda that's a wrong English to say that the clock's hand haibse koi poetic tadi koi gi linguistic the poetic license kai le poetic license hai di grammar gi niti niyom ji loi mak thugairaga koi rhyming schemes adagi meter da koi chanarak na nabagi da makta koi moi the license pi hai tare linguistically ko haibidi kaino ha kan they can manipulate ko or haidi koi grammar gi rules e koi indrasu magi rhyming scheme or magi meter de magi kano ma'am se chana nabagi da makta sisnabe adubu in the grammatical sense da koi exactly grammar chumna irakpa matamdadi the clock's hand habase masi aran bane de mota kai hagani the hand of the clock. Why? Because clock is a non-living thing gi da maktadi ningsa haije kiba rule duni non-living thing da apostrophe s se sizinaba yadi ko apostrophe s is used only with the living thing. Ajay makata na point number 3 da where we are on the rules. We are discussing about the rules of using apostrophe s ko apostrophe s used to wiki rule number 3 da yengsi in plural nouns ending with s or es plural noun si s es akoi loiba plural noun mayam legre domakpu mamangi koi gi episode ta koi nainagre. Of course there are certain nouns which do not end with s or es ngasai koi mamangi the yengkhip children gumba infantry gumba si mayam jing s na di loidre adumakpu masi number 3 rules dai da ina panjani wafam se keno kan any plural nouns which ends with s or es natraga es na lorpa matamda apostrophe s kai da hapka dage hai kan stay da the possessiveness is formed by adding only the apostrophe s yauroi maramdi kaino s is already there in the nouns they already s lairamnina kado he kan say da maji plural noun oibinina masagi s yauramnina kado es natraga s na loiba aduma plural noun sing dudi s amo hana yauroi haproi adubu apostrophe ngasai gi comma dang mathak ta kot padang kot lane adusu karam kan karai kot kani s ki manung dinati s ki mapan da kot kada ko s ki mapan da kot pa matam stay da kaino high kan stay da that's a possessiveness or possessive marker or masi utna bagi da makta koi ubo pangi. For example, readers readers haibasi rea ko ders haibasi readers dei da reader mayam gi or my possessive magi mayam gi na haipo matam da kai lakani s ki wang mada readers ado mathakta apostrophe si hapkadu ko admain tawdana singers writers sisu koi magi s ki wang mada hapkadu ko. For example, a sentence that I krapizage example in a haribada the soldiers uniforms are washed here. Soldier amakatanate soldier mayam singi mo uniforms is subam do sini haine ko adana soldiers sida s hana yaure ado soldier singi moigi possessive moina on to ba moigi masagi mo uniform duni manta isi ko adana soldiers uniforms are washed here adana soldiers si kai magi possessive s yaure masagi oina yaugramnina magi apostrophe s kai hapkani s ki wang moda hapkani ko makata na example among supisa kige the carpenter's tools are sharpened here. Carpenters s ni or the carpenters they already masi kai ore masi plural noun ni which ends with an s na loiba plural noun ni then s no loiba plural nouns they da magi kano say possessiveness si kamaina hapke hai kan stay da ngasai apostrophe se my s ki wang mas stay da hapani ko yengsi kaya na carpenter's tools are sharpened here ko makata na rule number 4 yeng minasi masi compound possessive haina kaujare aina ko compound possessive haibdi kaino possessives with multiple nouns is known as compound possessives ko haibdi aikoigi sentence amuda aikoigi magi nouns mayam na punjalakanda magi potsak ama haitare ko ado ai example pira kanta mayam hen again tabigani kudamona habda masigi rule ani lay ado rule si compound possessive ki rule ani lay ado rule ani do mathang manaw na ina ai haijarake adubu masi haidingai mamangda let us understand a little bit more about compound possessiveness ko compound possessives asi kaino hai targadi possessives with multiple nouns is known as compound possessive sentence amada noun se makhal mathen atopa mayam sing yaur kanda moi mayam punjalaga moi pot belong to busi kamaina express to gadage masigi ngasai gi apostrophe as a kai tham gadage haibsini an ba rule si engsi compound possessive ta if multiple nouns own or connect to a same object ko haibidi ngasai gi noun sentence tu yauriba noun mayam sing duna moi gi possession je amakhak se moi plap ki oiminaba taragadi or isam sam nairabada multiple nouns show joint possession moi mayam pullaga possess to bose kamain show to ga kanda by adding an apostrophe as only to the last one in the series ko last one series da yaguneba kudum mai habada tomba chauba gi car ama leire khalase ko the hairiba car se moi ani gi car ni car si this car belongs both to tomba and chauba ada sigi car si lambi da yaraktre haibsi english ta kamai haigade ge tombas and chaubas car haibsi lan ga duine ko aduna compound possessive sidaida akoin ubse ke no kan sidaida the last of the series da haidi tomba and chauba haiba matamda kai hakani adu ta last ki series tu gi last kai tare chauba tare adu ta kamai haigani tombas and chaubas haiba mota tomba and chauba's car broke down last week ko lambi lakpa matamda last week ta moini car do yarakte lambi da haiba matam sidai kamai haigani tombas and chaubas haiba se that's a wrong english adu mota kai haigani right ti kana tomba and chauba's car haidu ko tomba and chauba's car broke down last week sina haji keno they share the same car moi ani gi car se moi ani makine adana ahan ba compound possessive ta koin u se keno compound possessive ta ihan ba rule se keno ha kan stay da mi kanglup amana noun kanglup amana same potsak ama possess ta utaragadi hairiba si series da yauriba noun mayam sing do aroiba noun si da oina apostrophe s hapkane ko amuka na isege tomba and chauba's car broke down last week haibsi daida kaino last ki series da chauba du khakta da apostrophe s hape and that's a right grammatical sentence ko grammatically achumba sentence se madu oidoine ko ani suba ko yengsi compound possessive ta yengbinasi if each of the multiple nouns own different version of the same object ko same object ti oiraga different version oiba adugumba subject adugumba object mo own to taragadi kamai tawgani ko madu that is shown by to show separate possession ko si kamai tawgani ha kana make each separate noun possessive ko haibudi ngasai khudamoi na habada ngasai car si tombagi car ama adagi chaubagi car ama oiram taragadi ko moi ani si car makhan oiram taragadi tombagi su adagi chaubagi su na halane tombas and chaubas cars esamula ani duda ko broke down last week tombagi su karam thaujai chaubagi su karam thaujai ada hairiba moi ani gi makki car se amana amu boiram bai amana angang boiram bai ko adu tongan di tongale adu car ngakte di oire adu tadi ke dore moi ani makki car se lambi da chatpa matam da mamangi hapta da yaraktre habsi kamai haigani ha kan tombas and chaubas cars ko broke down last week haisina kaino meaning se honor kre ko haibidi moi ani makki car amam thawai adu pu car amakhakta chamin na matam da moi ni makki car do moi ni makki oi targadi tomba and chaubas car haidu ko car si haparoi tomba and chaubas car broke down last week ko example ikhrage pizakige ani suba koigi multiple nouns ko which own different version of the same object se ko masigi example khara pizakige John's and Tom's bikes are in excellent condition masidai John dasu apostrophe s hape adagi Tom dasu apostrophe s hape aduga bike sidaida s hape bike si amakhakta nati hoji haigi duni Tombas and Chaubas car sidaida aduga manana ko sidaida John's and Tom's bike are in excellent condition sida haiji artide keno I can the they each have a bike moi animal ki bike tongan le haine okay adon tongan ba moi same version oi ba aduga same object oiraga different version of the object oi taragadi tomba dasu chauba dasu or John dasu aduga tom dasu kedawa my apostrophe s hapkane ko I think I'm not confusing you ma'am confusion chatena khale aduga makhatana example khara pijage John's and Nandu's guitars are very costly. John gisu guitar ama atangba ma lay, Nandu gisu guitar atangba ma lay. Ko asidai da John's and Nandu's guitars are very costly haise keno. They each have a very costly guitar. Moi animak ki guitar amamam lay. Asidai da John and Nandu's guitar is very costly hai targadi. Hariba guitar ama kaktang oiba aduga John gisu oiba aduga Nandu gisu oiba adu tari kai ore hai kan stay da moi ani si na joint possession oire ko adumak po John's and Nandu's guitars as hape are ko guitar as hapagi are lakpu matamda a very costly high targadi moi nimiki guitar amam le haine aduna adu amam oibanina kade John dasu apostrophe s hapani aduga Nandu dasu apostrophe s hapane do mai kamai irani John's and Nandu's guitars are very costly. Why? Because they each have a costly guitar. Moi animak se guitar amamam atang guitar amamam moi pairi ko aduna khoi apostrophe s sizinabagi point mari laikre hojik ko aduga manga suba point su umtang khoi mem yengminase ko maside koin ubsi 5 points si two apostrophe apostrophe cannot come together in a single sentence ko maside the sentence amada apostrophe si ani dagi hena lakpase yade ko kai matang dono hoji koi mamang didi lai dudi na haram baya adom po adugi case to khenei hoji lakado si masi example pi matam da adom gyan ta bigani yengsi ko kudum na habda aigi ozagi mamagi mayum hairsi aigi ozagi aduna adu tar ke dore maje mathang chatleba adu yade habne aina haisi ko aduna two apostrophe cannot come together in a single sentence. Example English pisage my friend's teacher's mother has died. Kaino sida haise aigi marup ki mama aigi marup ki ozagi mama haisi si aranba sentence name aigi marup ki ozagi mama sigre legidre haibsi English ta kamai sumaina haiba langani my friend's teacher's mother has died haibsi kaida seriously da apostrophe s ani yawrebs da aduna adugi mahutta kamai haigani kaino masigi sentence structure the sentence structure se aranba sentence structure ne aduna achumba sentence structure according to the right grammatical construction the lakmatam kamai haigani the mother of my friend's teacher has died. Mother of my friend's teacher has died. Ko sidida my friend's teacher's mother has died have say it's wrong kay I can da haiba sentence amada magi apostrophe s saying sentence paring du da ko masi ani dagi hena yawbse amadigi hena yawbusi ade aduna my friend's teacher's mother has died haibi muhutta kamai hagini mother of my friend's teacher has died haibse masmaina haigaduine aduna ai mukana salona ai ningsinjarake what are 5 points regarding apostrophe s c sizina matamda kay rules mga sing kay no haibi yengsi ahanbada living thing gakta da sizina gadabani tombas hat haibi sizina gani aduga the pen's cap haibadi yaroi ani suba rule si kaino hai kana non living thing da apostrophe s season ba yaroi the pen's cap haibe mutta the cap of the pen haigani adigi ahum subada aikoina yengkibudu kaino hai kanda kogi plural noun s nantraga es losin matamda kaidawini magi apostrophes s ki wang mada kotkani haibasi koi ugre ngasai example do kaino soldiers uniforms are washed here carpenters tool are sharpened here. Mari suba point akoi amuka hana salo ningsing abada compound possessions haibadi aikoi gi noun kanglup amana magi pot ama pulap on tawminaba number 1 adaga ngasai gi noun khara ama tongan ba pot ko kano same object of different version oibisi kamai sizinagani haiba kamaina madu akoi apostrophe kamai sizinagani haibdo koi mem ukre madudi kaino ahanbada kudamai haibada the same object ama group amana mi khrana akoi possess to matamda madu kamaina express toguni haikanda noun gi last series to the oina koi apostrophe hapkani kudamai haibada tomba and chaubers ka broke down tomba the haparoi chaubu khatang hapani aduna taisi kaino tombugisu chaubugisu karni chap manaba karni adu yadre haini adu pu moi anina car tongan ban tra bike tongan ba laktar gadi tombadasu chaubadasu akhoi kono se apostrophe s hapkani adu loina maka ngai gi car si s hapkani r car se s hapkani habse koi mamang da o bike oigana sai s hapkani habse koi ugre adoga akon bada lastly but not the least kaino koi ugibse kaino haikanda two apostrophe cannot come together in a sentence ko example and I have that my friend's teacher's mother has died haibe muta kai haigani the mother of my mother of my friend's teacher has died go so this has some few rules regarding apostrophe s koi makata na koi mem yeng na se koi noun gi matang da koi mem ama nainare there are different kinds of noun na do noun gi associate chatmina bada koi lalakada ba ai koi gi chumna igada ba ai koi gi makal mathen gi niti niyom adi rules me ama koi nainara matung da we will go ahead with another part of speech akoi part of speech amaka koi mem makha tamina si madudi kaino hai kan the pronoun koi mem ngasi matam khara leiri ado kitang let me just give you a gist of what is all about pronoun adu pronoun gi makal mathen adu gi mahaki tongan ma mem sing koi mem naina minasi what is a pronoun has kaino a pronoun hai basi kaino hai kan the noun gi mohutta sizinaba wahi du pronoun ni sam na harbada or English ki definition da harigadi a pronoun is a word that stands in for a noun ko often to avoid the need to repeat the same noun over and over haibadi sentence ma iba matamda o akoina kanoma ngangba matamda hariba noun se ko sai pangiba noun hariba misak or potsak hana pangiba potsak haibi oibe natragana misak oibe haina pangibje mai mamingse hanjan panbai mota mai mahut chinba wahi adubu kedewe kanda pronoun haisini pronoun haidi noun gi mahut senba adugumba wahi dubu pronoun ni for example like nouns ko pronouns can refer or pronoun refer to people things concepts and places as we've already seen when we discussed about nouns noun gi matang da koi naina gi matang da koi naina gi matam da koi naina grabani koi pan grabani madudi noun ga chap manana pronoun ju misak oibi ai noun ju things potsak oibi ai concept oibi ai which is abstract akoina pairu su uba yadaba adugumba koi concrete oidaba koi abstract oiba concept oiba ko adugumba oibi ai natragana places oibi ai okay adu kaino hai kanda hairiba potsak mayam singdugi mohut silakpada irakpa wafam adugumba wahi dubu pronoun haina kawe for example he the pronoun ni she his they the pronoun gi makal maten mayam khaidu akanda si mayam sing je koi ai tam nai haijarake hojik oina ai pulap noun pronoun sing doi haijarake he she he they we us me my mine, I, you, it, ours, yours, hers, her, its, their, theirs. Haibna ma'am ching musing si kaino hai kanda musi pronoun ngak de. Okay? The pronoun si matang akoi group ay khaidok charake. The pronoun si makal matien mayamam lekre. There are many pronouns which we can discuss in our discussion here koi discussion si da koi naina ba ba pronoun makal mayamam legre pronouncing do kai no hai kan macha nai na koi mem yeng min si han bada let me just give you what are the different kinds or different types of pronouns ko pronouncing si han bada personal pronoun ko personal pronoun si kai no personal pronouns da koi makal ahum thong na khaidok pa yai personal pronouns da han bada nominative or subjective pronoun ai mem da masi macha khaina ai ucharake masi singsi kai no I hariba you hariba he she it we you they and etc. Si mayam sing si kaino masi nominative or subjective pronouns. Nominative or subjective pronouns si kaino ay matungda ay explain tawjarake. Anisubada objective pronouns. Objective pronouns si kaino sentence ta subject oidaba subject oibay muta object oiba ko subject ta koina sentence ta koi at least sentence ta koi subject verb object yawi koina mamangda koi nainagre subject ne aduga verb object sina lehuriba duna kaina predicates ne haina koi nainagre mamangi koi episode sing da ko aduna subject amada koina sorry sentence amada yawripsi kaino hai kan stay da koi sentence ama yawrisi subject ne verb ne object ne yamdrabda subject aduga verb amasung object ne aduna sidaida akoina personal pronoun gi makha tarakpada akoina urisi kaino hai kan sidaida objective si kaino objective pronoun si kaino hai kan da sentence amada object oina sizinaba adugi pronoun dubu objective pronoun ana kawi ahum subada possessive pronoun ko koi possessive pronoun hadi aigi or possessed of utpa pronoun dubu possessive pronoun aduna ai salona different kinds of pronouns se koi yengminasi ahanbada personal pronoun gi makal ahum haikre anisubada demonstrative pronoun ahum subada indefinite pronoun interrogative pronoun relative pronouns adagi intensive pronouns reflexive pronouns ko si mayam jing je koi macha naina koi naina minagani ngasigi damakti de koi matamsu lore adana as I have just given you a gist of what is all about pronoun matangi episode ta will be discussed in depth koi makata na luthana different kinds of pronouns se koi matangi hafta koi matangi episode ta koi mayam amuka hana naina minasi ngasigi damakti matang stayda koi Doordarshan Manipur na puthokchaba learning English grammar gi asigumba episode asi matang sidaida losinjari matangi hapta matangi episode ta amuk hana akoi mayam amuk hana thengna minasi ngasi gi damukti kaina nabugi yathang mayam dagi nizari